Hello, everybody. This is a Lamley one-piece unboxing, quickest unboxing ever, and showcase. Good showcase. Stay tuned. We're going to have some fun with, well, one of the more iconic brands, so you'll want to watch this because this will be a fun video. The unboxing portion, let's just get it done now. You're looking at the Hot Wheels Diorama set. They always come in two. They're only released in one set, so there's not any multiple. There's multiples of the same set is what I'm trying to say. Ultimately, let's just do it. This is the V. I don't know what mix this is. You know, it's been a little confusing with these diorama sets. See, there's two, and I'll just pull the one out. We'll just put this over here, and here we go. There was the unboxing. That was very, very quick. This is the set, Hot Wheels Premium Gold Series, whatever they call it. We've had the Porsche set. We've had the Gretty set, which I haven't seen anywhere. I'm trying to remember, you know, there's just a bunch of Leno sets hanging around too, and I can't remember what else. I just tend to lose track. So this is the new set, and I'm imagining as you look at it, you might go, oh no. And I'm with you. To be honest, there's a bit of an oh no, but there's some really cool stuff here, and this fits in nicely with some other stuff. So this will be a fun video. Here we go. Here is the set. We're going to open it up here in a second. There it is right there. Hot Wheels Premium. Here are the models. Speedways, Classic Hydroplane, the Citroen H van, and the Toyota Stout Drift Truck. We'll turn this around, and there are the models. So what do we have? A brand new casting I think people will be very interested in. The H van, which is the first time it was in pop culture once for, I think, a Disney set. I do not think we have seen it since. I don't anticipate it being something that collectors will be clamoring after compared to the Ryan Stout, or the Ryan Trick Drift Truck. And then Hydroplane, we know what happened with the Team Transport with the Hydroplane. That thing hung like crazy, but it is Moon Eyes, so that is interesting. There's a lot of Moon Eyes collectors out there like me, and then the Speedways getting the classic truck with the Moon Eyes. So it's kind of interesting. So we're just going to see how this goes. Let's go ahead and open it up. And I've got Moon Eyes Premium with me today, and some other things that that this set reminds me. So where am I at on this? Am I afraid this is gonna clog the, well, we won't say the pegs, the shelves? Yeah, I am. The Leno set did badly. Some people said the Porsche set did, but I don't remember seeing the Porsche set very often, so it didn't clog the pegs where I'm at. And you know, I don't know. I think we should. Well, okay, let's just look at the set. Here's the boat in plastic. We'll get that released. There's the truck, the hauler. Over here is the Citroen, and the cool thing about the Citroen H van is, I mean, it's a really cool classic car. This one gets the ornamental conifer deco on it. We'll talk about that in a second. From Race Service. He works with Race Service. So does Ryan Turek, and this is his truck. And it's so there's a Race Service theme and a Moon Eyes theme. So Hot Wheels friends with Race Service. They're kind of they're like a marketing, media, advertising firm that deal with auto-related companies. Like they have F1. They might be doing some stuff with NASCAR, Hot Wheels, of course, and some other things. So that's kind of cool. So it's a cool set. I'm afraid it will hang. I'm not going to criticize Hot Wheels for doing some variety, because sometimes people say, oh, this is going to hang, and that's their criticism. But in the same breath, sometimes we're like, hey, Hot Wheels does the same thing. This is definitely not the same thing. So we kind of have to make up our minds. Do we like this or not? It's a mixed bag. I like it. I mean, I'm really excited about a couple of this, and I'm really excited to get Moon Eyes. So for variety's sake, it's great. I am afraid it's going to hang, but I offering criticism for that, what do we want is kind of the question, right? So let's go ahead and get these models off, and then we're going to do some comparisons. I think you're going to like this. All right, that's not easy to open. These get harder and harder, but at least they're secure, and they can't be robbed from the shelf. Let's put that over here, and let's build a car show with this Japanese classic car show mat we've got. All right, let's just start with this, the Citroen H van. This is rad. It's a great casting. I love that Hot Wheels did it. For pop culture. I'm assuming we'll see it more in pop culture than anything else. But you know what? On this set, I think they're giving this It's cool. It's cool. I like it. Like I said, my worries about being a peg warmer don't mean I don't like it. It's just I'm worried it's going to be a peg warmer. This color's great. The design is great. Ornamental conifer, like I said, if you're not familiar, ornamental conifer is an artist who does work with race service, but does work on his own as well. And we saw this on this Camaro. This, you can see the race service logos on the hood. This is his art. There was a real Camaro with this art that Race Service has, and then then they did the replica in 2 colors. That's the one I kept. But now you've got this Citroen with the Race Service logo on the front and ornamental conifer art on the back. Whether or not it's a peg warmer, who cares? But it's a really, really cool kind of artistic Hot Wheels model, and doing it on the Citroen van I think is pretty sweet. All right, let's talk about the Touareg. Well, see, when you open this, I should have probably... All right, I think I got it cleared out of all of its little elastic here. The truck is fantastic. This is a real truck. Race Service logo as well on this one. I don't know if we'll see the Race Service logo on the Moon Eyes. I don't think so. I think it's like 2 kind of car-related brands, Moon Eyes and Race Service. And this truck has, I don't know if it's actually raced and been more of a showpiece, but you guys can tell me, those that know. It's a fantastic casting. This is actually the Toyota Stout Truck, obviously done in a modification for drift and racing, and I think it's fantastic. So what I did for this one, I know we've got it on the turntable. It's really, really cool with this Ryan Touareg deco on it, and the mobile deco. The back is really cool. It's a very unique model, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Hot Wheels does with it in future versions. It's going to be a really neat casting to see develop over time. So I thought, why not kind of do like an interesting trucks? I was like, I could do lower trucks, I could do drift trucks. I didn't know. So I picked out 3 trucks that I thought like interesting new releases. This, TRD Toyota. I could have gone Toyota trucks. I didn't do that either. I just literally thought about 3 trucks that came to mind when I was looking at that. Let's see how they're related. They're lowered, I guess, but I was thinking of interesting trucks that have been released. And so I went back a few years. I'll go backwards. This is one. This is obviously the hardbody Nissan, and we've seen it just recently. It was re-released in its original color in the 2-packs, the premium 2-packs. And I mentioned the convention model. This convention model is my favorite of this casting. And convention model or not, it's just really cool in these Nissan colors, and the deco is fantastic. I love the rims on it. And so I thought, this isn't a premiere of this casting, but I'd thought of this one kind of sitting next to the Touareg. It's not a drift truck, it's it's a lower truck, but I still kind of thought about it. Again, no relation, it's just what came to mind. The second one, I think this was released... Well, no, if I'm going backwards, it's this one. I'll bring this out occasionally. This is just an excuse. This is one of truly an all-time best Hot Wheels basic models I've ever seen. It's this was the debut. It wasn't the debut color of the 62 Chevy truck, but it was one of the recolors of the debut. It was actually released in 4 colors that year. Hot Wheels used to do that. They don't do it anymore. And there was a maroon kind of color. I think there was a blue. There might have been another variation on a red. But this black one with orange trim and the orange surfboard with the black rims, I just love pulling this out occasionally. And there is, I don't know, there's just a vibe here. They serve 2 different purposes, but there's a vibe here that I'm getting from both of these trucks. So I'm putting that one in the shot. And then the last one is this one. The lowered Nissan Titan, an underrated casting. Like subsequent versions of this one have been okay, but this one is the original. And with the logos on the back, you see Junimai, he actually designed this one, and my logo on this one. There wasn't any release like that. The recolors of this didn't have the logos on the back, I don't think. I always liked this version of the Nissan Titan, and I always think this is the only one I have. I have no others. Maybe if they moved it to premium, I'd actually dig it. I think they should. But it's a really, really cool casting and from a different era of Hot Wheels, but I think an underappreciated truck. And so, we'll put that, and we'll put the conifer cars right here, and we'll do this little truck show right here. So those are the trucks I thought of. Really no connection other than the fact that they have beds. Some are Japanese, then we got a Chevy. I don't know. I'm just vibing on these 4 to put with the Toyota. I kind of like that. All right, let's talk Moon Eyes. I love pulling out Moon Eyes anytime we have a chance. let's talk through the truck. I didn't even bring these out. Let me get these. All right, so this is the Speedways, kind of a classic, based on a classic truck, classic hauler. It's really cool. I love that it's in Moon Eyes. It's not branded. That's okay, and we'll see why I think that's okay is what we're going to talk about. Nice truck. And again, I don't think it's going to be a reason that people buy it unless they're like me and they want everything that Hot Wheels does with the Moon Eyes logo on it. It's one of the best logos of all time. Just iconic. And in the last few years, if they release something in Moon Eyes, I'm all for it. And so I'm all in on this for sure. The boat, well, we now have a Moon Eyes boat. I hope this is the only time we have a Moon Eyes boat. I'm guess in the whole scheme of things, having a Moon Eyes boat makes me happy. Because you can create such a variety. So spending, what is this, 25, 30 bucks on this set to get a new casting, which you want, an interesting artistic casting in the Citroen, and then Moon Eyes if you're a collector, that's all good. So this boat, I'm actually going to keep it sealed right now, and then I'll figure out, but it has this little base that comes with it, so you can put it on a hauler. I'm just going to keep it that way. They did make it fit. Or kind of sit. You can't really like push it down, but they do work together. That looks nice. That as a set, I think is pretty cool actually. But you know, I don't need to talk about it anymore. But let's pull out some Moon Eyes premium models. I have the whole basic set of Moon Eyes. I don't have premium because all the premium. I have all the car culture era. That includes Boulevard. So I don't know how far back we go, but this one. Well, no, this one was released fairly recently, right? So this is not one of the older ones, but this was in, I think, a pop culture mix. This is the Dairy Delivery. I think when you put the Dairy Delivery next to like this set, not branded, I think you're cool. And I think that's why I can handle these unbranded Moon Eyes cars because they fit the vibe here. And so if you're collecting, you want these on your own, you're not going to do it. You want a Moon Eyes collection, this looks really, really good. So Dairy Delivery and Moon Eyes Deco, absolutely love this. This was, I think, a branded truck set that they did, about a year ago, if I remember correctly. So I dig this one, especially when you've got the moon disc rims that they've done on this one in chrome. It looks really, really good. So there's a cool Moon Eyes car that I think fits. And let's go with all the other premiums. The cool thing about this, as you go through these premiums, these are unique models. They are very selective on what gets the Moon Eyes Deco, which they should be, but so you got VWs and you've got, well, let's just go through them, but every car has a very modified vibe to it. So a kind of a classic modified vibe. I'll go a little older. This is the only old one I have. And it could be argued that this really isn't in the Moon Eyes family because it's gold, and it's just got the Moon Eyes front. But this is a casting we haven't seen back for a while. It's the Cadillac Custom 59 Cadillac. Was done in classics, I think. We've seen it in a few other things. And it's just awesome. It's obviously a Cadillac funny car. And it's ridiculous. And I like to put it in here because I think it fits. We'll put that one just like that. I'm really taking this very seriously. All right, so I don't know what the order is on these, but check this out. So here, this was in that Car Culture RLC set that was done the very first year of Car Culture. Then we're going to see a fair amount of VWs. This is a 65 Volkswagen Fastback. It is also a drag car. It also has moon discs on it. It obviously has the Moon Eyes logo on it, which is fantastic. And, you know, a casting we haven't seen a ton of late, released as a basic originally, but it looks awesome as a funny car. And so I just look at this. This is just awesome. I just wish these would stay. There we go. The Cadillac really needs to stay because it would be rad if it did. That's okay. So now we have the Fastback, keeping on going, but we get the T1 VW Moon Eyes. This was from one of those cargo carriers, I think. It's Volkswagen T1 panel bus, Moon Eyes Deco with the flames. Looks really good. Moon discs, of course. We had a re-release in a 2-pack. Continuing on, we had the Volkswagen drag bus in a Boulevard set with that same moon. They've been running with this theme with the VWs getting this flamed Moon Eyes. So we saw the T1 that might have, in fact, let's put these together. T1 right here. Then we get the drag bus. Put that on the turntable for a minute. Of course, that one opens. Let's see if we can get that one open on the display. think we can. So that looks really cool. Funny car, fastback, drag bus. And then in that flamed theme, you get the cool combi. So now you get another fully modified Moon Eyes van. And that one looks awesome. And we'll put that... Yeah, I guess no. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put that off to the side. So we have the cool combi with the flame Moon Eyes. We have this whole series, and then we have one other with the flame Moon Eyes, and that is this one, which is the what is the official name of this one? Oh, it's not even on the bottom. It's a VW Bug, obviously modified VW Bug, kind of done in a drag, not a dune buggy kind of style, right? But that one looks really cool. I'm hoping I'm not forgetting one. In fact, let's just do this. Okay, how do we do this? I want to I'm just literally playing here. So we have drag bus. We'll put that right here. We have the T1, we have the cool combi, and we have the little the Beetle. Then we'll put over here in our, I guess we'll put the fastback there. It's on display. We'll put the Cadillac right next to it. Got the dairy delivery here, and then there's 3 others. So I think this was a Team Transport set. We had the hauler, right, that was released in the very first Team Transport, and then it was re-released, Volkswagen Transporter, the T1 pickup. That's fabulous. And I guess we could put that in the bushes a little bit over there. And of course, what came with it was another modified Beetle. This is the, what's the official name? Volkswagen Classic Bug in Moon Eyes Deco. Looks so good. Looks so good, lowered, and it should just fit right on top of the Transporter right there. And then finally, and I don't think I've forgotten any. If I have, you guys let me know, because I think there was like a from like the garage or slick rides from a few years ago. I don't have it. Maybe one day I will. Right now I'm not really pursuing it. But there was just recently released the Gasser in Moon Eyes Deco at the Hot Wheels convention, the Nationals convention, I believe, in Atlanta. So that one should fit in as well, and maybe we'll put that. Well, we'll just put on we'll let it sit on the turntable for just a little bit. This one is great with the pinstriping, and the Moon Eyes Decos is really beautifully done here. And you know, the Gasser hype has probably died down a little bit, but getting a Moon Eyes Gasser one way or the other is really, really good. And guess what we have? We have an entire family of Moon Eyes cars that I think is just so worth looking at. Just premium. This isn't the basic stuff. But look how everything is just beautifully modified, from lowered Beetles to drag fastbacks to drag Cadillacs to Gassers to dairy deliveries to the drag bus, then super lowered and modified T1s. I love this. And then you add the boat and the hauler. So when you're looking at it this way, you want this. You want this as part of this set. If you're looking at the set on its own, yeah, you might struggle a little bit. That's where I'm at on this. You guys tell me what you think. Mattel sent this. I thank you for sending it. Let's just see what happens with this set. It's worth having at least a set so you can do this kind of stuff. I think this is what's really fun about collecting. So Hot Wheels is contributing to that, obviously. Other than that, let's see how this set performs. You guys can tell me what you think down below in the comments. Thanks, everybody. Bye.